today's Zoom with Dr. Prabhu. So my name is Angie from Singapore. I was born in Malaysia and I'm in Singapore for 20 over years and right now is a citizen. So as usual, I'm the host for today and previously I was an engineer for 20 over years because I start my job in Singapore for my first job. So my job is on the semiconductor in wafer fab. So we always deal with the technology transfer. So when I see this terahertz device, I was shocked because it's a very high-tech device. So today, why I get interested in this? Because it's benefited my family. I bought this since March last year and it's benefited my whole family, my kids' health, improved, never see doctor. And before we start, we have to thank to this company and also thank to George, who is the first person to bring in this device to Malaysia first in 2019 October, and then to Singapore is January 2020. It's during the COVID season, but our business is increasing. Why? People start to realize the importance of the health. Yeah, so without further delay, we would like to thank to this Dr. Prabhu, who is the epigenetic doctor, and he's really a medical doctor, has many certificates. And today he's going to share with us about the immune system. You know, now the virus has changed, have mutated. And even though you take the vaccine, it still cannot protect you. So all of these things depends on our own immune system, which is you can protect any virus attacking, right? Yeah. So is Dr. Prabhu?
Yes, Angie, give me a minute. Just go on talking. I'm just...
Okay. So we while waiting for Dr. Prabhu, I want to remind everybody, just make sure you are in a proper attire. If you are not wearing shirt, please off your video. And if there's a background noise, then you mute your mic, okay? Yeah, so the sharing by Dr. Prabhu is very fantastic, very good knowledge. So you can write down or you can snapshot of the important points. This is what I usually do. I like the Dr. Prabhu's lesson. Yeah. So because there are many things in terms of the medical point of view that we do not know, that how this water can increase our immune system. So doctor will explain in further is how does it increase our immune system. Yeah, Dr. Prabhu, you have other slides on. Yeah, so doctor is in a wellness lecture series and he has a company is Golden Hands. So there are some people ask me, what is Golden Hands? So it's Dr. Prabhu's clinic is doing the epigenetic solutions to the patients. So it's not using the so-called Western medicine, but it's using the natural way in terms of drinking water, breathing. Also, there are some nutrients. So all these are very important to our overall health. And doctor, you ready? Or you have any certificate?
No, I'm today, nothing is there. It's going to be direct, point blank to the subject I'm going.
Okay, so I pass the mic to Dr. Prabhu. Let's put applause to Dr. Prabhu on board.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Angie. A very, very blessed morning to all the beautiful souls who are down here. And it's an amazing, 25 weeks. Today is the 25th week of my wellness lecture, which I've been sharing with you all. And it really, I am privileged that I am there with you all in this journey of human. But I believe that this is all a destiny. We are all meant to be together as of today on this Mother Earth. And our job is to just complement each other and then start moving forward. So before I proceed, I just wish to extend my humble thanks to all the audience. It's because of you I am here. If none of you were to attend this, of course, this Zoom meeting will not be there. So ultimately, it is you, every one of you, who have been instrumental in giving me this opportunity, and that has in turn given me an advantage of going and reading about it. In fact, every topic I pick up, I go read about it, pick up what are the best points, I can give it to you. And at the end of the day, I want to simplify things so that you all understand and then start moving forward. So at the end of the day, of course, I have to take the privilege of thanking Mr. George, who is zero zero 001 in the Terraj company here. Other than that, Angie, you have been doing a great job. Thank you very much. And being a host for me and an MC, thank you very much. Frankie, Dr. Raj, who sponsored me into this company, Mr. Eddie, through whom I learned a lot of things about the live blood analysis. And of course, Terahat's company. Without that, I wouldn't be here talking to you. And Mr. Brian as well. And such of those whom I have not mentioned the names, please excuse me. I thank every one of you for this wonderful journey, giving me an opportunity. So saying so, what shall we do? We need to move forward. Now, whether we like it or not, we are bombarded with viruses, bacteria, fungus. And now, if you see in the internet, your WhatsApp group, there is something called black fungus, you know. The black fungus is quite a dangerous one. This is what people are talking about, the danger of the black fungus. Let me give you a little simple explanation about black fungus is no different from the other fungus. The only disadvantage of this particular black fungus is it affects your vascular system. The moment it affects your vascular system, what happens? The blood flow to that particular area is totally disrupted. The moment blood flow is disrupted, what will happen? Automatically that particular area will die off. Now, once it dies off, finish. Nothing else can be done. You cannot review a situation where the whole tissue is dead. Now, this is what is the black fungus. It's also called mucormycosis. Can you believe in 1992, I did a research on this particular organism because I had treated 10 different cases in my hospital in India, and I presented this particular 10 cases, and all the 10 died. That's the very sad part of it. All the 10 human beings who came and got admitted in the hospital with this mucormycosis, the black fungus, they all died. They couldn't survive because it's a very, very aggressive organism. Now, if you look at the same way in human beings also, if you're taking a person, probably a thug, a person who goes on fighting, you can find different categories of people. One can be a mild fighter, one can be a moderate fighter, other guy will be very aggressive, one punch you will die. So even in organisms, they are also like that. So if you're talking about white fungus, which is Candida albicans, normally you get it in your ears, in the skin. They're all mild form. They will come, just say hello to you, and you treat them, they will go away. But the black fungus is something, it is an opportunistic fungal infection, and it is not contagious. Please be reminded, it is not contagious. That means from one person to another person, it doesn't transmit, because the moment it goes on to one host, it's very busy sitting in that host and trying to eat all the vessels and kill all the area which it really, but it really doesn't understand that by doing that particular blocking the blood vessel, it is causing a problem for you. It doesn't know. It just does its job because the nature of that organism is like that. Now, if the nature of the organism like that, what should you do? What you need to do? You need to prevent that fellow coming inside you. That is the first thing you need to understand. Because out there, as I'm showing you on the slide, there are a lot of organisms waiting to be coming inside you. But you should also understand, we are all cohabiting with all these organisms. They are peaceful, you are peaceful, as long as until when the peace is disrupted. If the peace is disrupted and you live in pieces, what will happen? Automatically individual situation will come into a situation where they all can attack you, then automatically you will get a disease. So this is today's reality. Now, in this today's reality, let's look into how are we going to handle this reality. We need to handle it somewhere, right? So what do we need? You need to protect yourself, whether you like it or not. No amount of external whatever we are talking cannot help you unless you protect yourself. Now, There are many ways of protecting yourself. There are some external ways of, like vaccination is one of the ways we protect ourselves. It is there. Let's not get into the details of it, but you need to protect yourself. Let's look into how you're going to protect yourself. If you need to protect yourself, there are, what you need to do, there are two things you need to do. Number one, you need to have a appropriate self defense. You need to have. Now whatever the instruments or these tools I have put, it is only people, you know, they use it as human beings to but it is not for self protection. These guys are using it, they use it to attack other people. So I humbly request, this is not for you to use it to, but what I'm talking is, let's get into the self defense of our human body. But at the same time, if you see on the other side, we have an army, navy, and air force. Okay, any country in the world, if you take these three forces, are the one which protects that particular country from the invasion of the outside countries, or it protects itself by self-defensing. These are the two things you need to understand, and we need to look at our human body. So what do you need? Now this is something which has been, every in and out, we are all seeing this, especially I feel this particular word, rest in peace, is something we don't even have the time to write it as rest in peace. We write it as rip. I feel very sad. Why you cannot write rest in peace for a person who is not there? You want to extend your condolences. Why can't you write rest in peace? You don't even have time to write, is it? In fact, I've written an article on this particular rip, and I've told, please stop using the word rip. It is not ripping. Now can you see corona is ripping all the human beings? It is ripping us left and right. Everybody are very scared. What is going to happen when I'm going to die? You see, every day you see in every news, or even people, you go outside, people are talking about, hey, some dangerous organism, the second this one has come. And of course, along with that, of course, we are talking about the lockdown. Everything is there, but at the end of the day, you are alive, right? So what you need to do, when you don't live in peace, you can never rest in peace after your death. Sorry, this is the real information you all should understand. You need to be in peace when you are living here. Do not expect to be in peace after you die. And just because people are going to write the word rest in peace, you mean to say the person who already died will rest in peace, is it? No way. You all should understand this concept. This is a real truth. What you need to do, live in peace when you're living here. If you want to be in peace, you need to be cohabiting with all, or especially your own body. You need to know what your body is speaking to you. You need to know what your body is telling you. You need to know what are the body is in terms of signs and symptoms. It will tell you, hey, look, I am not okay. I need rest. I need some supportive nutrition. I need to sleep. All this your body is talking to you. But you do not allow the peace of your body. What the body will do, it will start dividing your body into pieces. The moment your body is divided into pieces, what will happen? Definitely the organisms are happy. The organisms are happy because you're in pieces. No country in the world, when the whole country is in pieces, it can never in peace. Number one. Number two, the external forces automatically will start invading. So from today onwards, start looking for how to live in peace. Now if at all you want to live in peace, you need to pin. P is for pin, E is for every, A is for action, and C is for what you need to do. Pin every action in combination with the eternal, or in ecstasy, is up to you. You do anything, you need to be happy, but you need to do something which makes you good, feel good, and makes the other person or the surrounding in you also in peace. So the moment you start doing this, automatically every one of you who are listening to what I'm telling you, you shall rest in peace the moment you leave this planet earth and go. You will, because you already lived in peace. So you can rest in peace once you go, and you don't need human beings to come and tell you please rest in peace. We don't need it. So let's change the way we are doing from today onwards. Start looking at how you want to be in peace. Work on it. Now, once you are in peace, let me tell you, your immune system is automatically beautiful because you're in peace. Your immune system is well guarded, well protected, and it will be able to handle everything automatically. You don't need to go and do anything for your body. The body knows what to do. It has its own automated mechanism, intelligence, everything it has. Now, how many of you consider your body as a beautiful temple? How many of you? You need to. From today onwards, we have seen people going to temple, donating money, donating ornaments, and taking all the way flight from here. They will go to India, Jerusalem, or even going to any other spiritual places. You spend a lot of money to go and see to this. It is beautiful, but the temple is within us. This body is a temple. Can you not look into how do you take care of this temple? So automatically everything starts become a beautiful situation for you, so that when you visit the temple outside, don't you think it will be such a beautiful two temples meeting together, the body, the temple, and you're going to a temple or a church or a mosque? So beautiful it will be. What will happen? The two, when it blends, you will be in peace, you will be in blissful state, and what will happen? A lot of healing will happen. So this is the most beautiful situation, especially when you take care of your temple. What will happen when you go to a temple or a mosque or a church? You are trying to absorb all the positive vibration which is created there by chanting, saying the mantras, reading the Al Quran, reading the Bible verses. All these are all creating a positive vibration in that particular area. So what will happen? The moment you go there, there's a lot of beautiful healing happening. So please start with your own temple before you visit the outside temple. So the moment you do this, let me assure you, everything starts falling in place. So take care of your temple. Next, this once again I have to go back. For everything there is something called a root cause. There is something, the basic foundation. All this is there. So in the same way, if at all, if you want to start living in peace, you should start living in peace from the cellular level. If at all you want your immune system to be very healthy, you should start the number one cell to be healthy first. The moment your cell is healthy, imagine all the 10 cells are healthy, automatically it becomes a tissue. So the tissue becomes healthy. If the tissue is healthy, the organs are healthy. If the organ is healthy, the whole body is healthy. Very simple. For this, you don't need to complicate at all. But how are you going to start? You need to start somewhere, right? So that is where you need to start today. That's it. Until yesterday, how you did, what you did, I'm not interested. But today, please do start. Give it a change. Start at the cellular level. Now, if you want to be healthy, you should start at the cellular level. If you want to treat a disease, what do you need to do? Go back to the cell. Nothing else, because the disease started at the cell level. So the moment you start going back, so you need to put a little reverse gear, get down to the situation, correct one by one what mistakes you did, whether you know it or not. Change your lifestyle, change your thought pattern, and go back. I guarantee you, we can reverse diseases. Reversing diseases is no big deal. What? It's all in your hands. You need to work for it. Only thing is, everybody wants a quick fix solutions. So the moment you want quick fix solution, the body says, "Sorry, I don't think I can work for you in a quick fix solution, because even for you to be born on this planet Earth, you need to wait for 9 months in the stomach of your mom, so that you develop fully. Then only you're thrown out. Now, once you come out, whether you like it or not, 9 months you're thrown out, right? That's the way nature also functions. The moment you come out, it's automatic. Everything is done automatic. How many of you know that in the 9 months, what's happening inside the body? Have you ever thought of it? How your heart is forming, how your kidneys are formed, how your brain is formed, how do you grow inside your mother's womb? Have you ever thought of it? No. The nature is so beautiful. It is doing its job. Now, when the nature is doing such a beautiful job, what is your problem in understanding the nature before you even go move forward to talk about a disease or a situation or a problem? So we need to get back to nature. So go back to your cell level for you to become better. Next, let's work on the immune system. So what's happening? If at all, if you are looking at the immune system, is a defense mechanism, definitely it is for your own self. Okay, number one. Can you believe, in the creation of the universe, our body, someone manufactured it. We call him God, we call him the universe, anything you call. What he did, he has given 7 different levels of defense for your body. How many of you know that your own body has got 7 different steps inside itself for it to protect itself? Now, today, if you're healthy, it's because the 7 different levels are of the self defense is good, nothing else. But tomorrow, if you get a disease, there must be something wrong in that 7 levels, and then automatically the disease starts getting in. Now, what you need to understand, number one, if your immune system is low, that means your defense system is no good. Nobody is actually doing their job. Imagine if your army people, if they're all eating and sleeping comfortably, they don't even bother if the enemy is coming in, what will happen? Your nation will be invaded and then attacked. The same way, diseases, they are also very opportunistic. They are also waiting for what? They also want to expand, they want to reproduce, they want to enjoy, they want to say cheers and then go and drink and then go to the pub. Just what you do, they also want to do. Only thing, they don't have a pub. What they think is your body is a pub. They want to come inside. They want to come inside, multiply and then start enjoying. This is what they also want. You think it's wrong, is it? When you want to go and enjoy in a pub, you want to go and enjoy in your whatever natural ways you want to do, but at the end of the day, do you know what is the kind of repercussion you get back? Definitely. Now, here in this way, the immune system, if it is low, you start getting infection, including cancer. If you want to know about cancer, you better buck up with your immune system. Now, other than that, your own immune system can be very active. Now, what will happen? What will happen? It's the same like if one country has all the equipments with him, he has manufactured, he has kept all the aircraft, everything is with him. Now, what he will do? This particular country has everything in excess. Now, what he will do? He can't keep quiet, right? What he will do? He will start attacking the people who are weak. The countries which are weak, what will happen? Hey, you're doing some mistake, I think you're wrong, so let me come and attack you. So they will attack. So this is what happens in your own immune system as well. If your immune system is hyperactive, what these guys will do, they will start attacking your own body. There are a lot of situations in our own self, starting from your thyroid issues to your diabetes to your Crohn's disease, your intestinal irritable bowel syndrome, to liver diseases, to kidney diseases. There are autoimmune diseases which you and I don't even know how it happens, but it happens. But what you need to understand is, in this situation, your immune is hyperactive. So what you need to do? If your immune system is low, you need to boost it up. If your immune system is hyperactive, what you need to do? You need to bring them down and tell them, hello boss, why are you active? Please come down. So what they say is, if I want to be less active, please give me what I need. So in that way, you need to have the, for example, if it is your gut system, it is basically what food you eat. If you're a gluten sensitive human being, automatically you will have gluten sensitive diseases, wherein you will have passing bowels regularly, uneasiness of your stomach. All this will be there. So what you need to do? You need to change your food habits, where especially the food which doesn't have gluten. Basically very simple. So that's why if you see a lot of labels on the shelf today, you will see that it will be written GMO, gluten free, lactose intolerant. All this they write because they know that there are certain people will having this problem because the immune system is automatically hyperactive. So you want to shield yourself. Your immune system must be perfect. Your defense system must be perfect, and your attacking system also must be perfect. For this, what you need to do? The immune system, basically, if you are looking at the definition of it, immune system is a body network of cells and organs that has evolved to defend the body against the foreign invaders. Very simple. Immune system is that it protects you. Now, what you need to understand is, we need to have a proper immune system. Now, in this way, the first defense for you on this mother earth, and it's only for human beings, the only defense for yourself to prevent the immune system from going out. How many of you know it? Anyway, this is a question I'm asking, but ultimately I'm going to give you the answer. Let me go to the next slide. You will understand what I'm talking. So what's happening is, we need to create, the first thing is, the defense is your own mind system, mindset, and your response to the outer world. How are you responding? Last week I did tell you about the 6 stages of diseases, and this week I have to repeat it because that is the first step. Very, very simple. Your mindset. So what happens if you're talking about the mindset? What is a very, very important thing? How do you control your mind? How are you going to control your mind? Number one, if you see, I have expanded the word mind as the most innovative and the most nasty device. Your mind is a device. Now, if I have to give you an example, from here, we do have a robotic situation where we can control system in Mars. How many kilometers is Mars? Millions of kilometers. It goes away, and this flight takes the particular robot, puts it there in the Mars, and from here, human beings are beautifully handling on the computer. It can move left, right, everything they can do. It is the same mind which innovated the same beautiful robotic situation sending to Mars. It's the same mind. Okay. Now, if you are talking about the same mind, have you seen how many people have been killed mercilessly, doing all the wrong things, putting an atomic bomb and clearing the whole humanity? Yes, it's the same mind only. It's the same mind which created. So what you need to do you want to innovate your own mind to a positive vibration, peaceful vibration, living in peace, good health? Better train your mind to get into that particular. The more you talk about a disease, your mind picks up all the beautiful words what you talk about. It will pick up all the words what you talk about. If you're talking about corona every day from morning until night 100 times, your mind will think, hey, this fellow is talking about corona. So what will happen? It will bring all the information about corona to you. How? You open the WhatsApp, people will be talking about. You open the television, people will be talking about corona. You just go out, also people will be talking about corona. But the moment I go out and speak to people, I rarely speak about corona, and rarely people will talk about ask about corona. The moment they ask, I will say, "Can you do something?" You talk about it. If you cannot do it, don't talk about it. It's none of my business, none of your business. So why are you wasting your time? Is there anything I can help you? You tell me, I will help you. So what happened? I just cut the cord immediately, so that I do not want to create an unfavorable atmosphere for my own self. So you also have to change the way you are living. Stop looking at what. Let's looking into how to become healthy. Instead of talking about corona, let's talk about how to become healthy. The moment you start becoming healthy, let me tell you, whether it's corona or father of corona or mother of corona, nobody can come inside you, because you are a healthy person. That's it. Very simple. So to be healthy, you need to change the way your mind, the way you think. Just change a little bit. Start now. It doesn't matter. Until yesterday it is okay. Today it's something different. 22nd of May, change it. So what? Let's live to in a beautiful journey in the future. Now, as you know, once again I had to repeat this: 6 stages of disease: your inner makeup, your interaction with the external universe, metabolic disturbances, accumulation of toxins, symptoms, and the disease manifestation. This is a very simple explanation for you to understand how a disease starts working. But if you are in a position where you have some diseases, that means you're already in the 6th stage, right? So what you need to do, you need to put a reverse gear, get back. Slowly understand the symptoms, reverse it. Slowly remove the toxin. Slowly change the metabolic disturbances, and slowly change the way you interact with the universe. And then your inner makeup. Make your inner makeup to a strongest one, so that it is not only the disease, it is not only a situation. Everything starts falling in place, so that you live a life of full of peace and joy and blissfulness. You should live that, because that's where you come as a human being. Now, this everyone knows it. The more you talk of what you don't want, you attract the same energy. What you send is what you receive. Whether even if you think something negative about a particular person, it automatically generates a vibration. Automatically that will send out to the signal to the universe is a bigger antenna with a network. It will be holding the whatever you're thinking. It will pick it up and keep. Now what it will do is, it won't keep quiet. What you sow is what you reap. That means if you put a mango seed, you will get a mango tree. Very simple. In the same way, what thought did you sow? Now how many of us can go inside another person's mind and see what this fellow is thinking about, whether he's thinking good or bad? We do not know. First of all, you yourself won't even know what you're thinking is good or bad. Many times you'll be thinking the bad things or the unfavorable things, but at the end of the day, when we ask you, you say, no, 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 I'm thinking only good things. So here I want to exchange. If at all you think good things in life, you should be getting good things in life, right? But you would have seen people telling, I do all the good things, but why am I facing this? Why am I getting this bad things or a bad situation? Why? It is not that you do good and you get back good. Sorry. When you do good, you will get back good. That is 100%. It is like you put a mango seed, you cannot get a guava seed or a tender coconut. It will be mango only. You will get the mango fruit only. In the same way, you do good, you think good, everything is good. But please accept that You were thinking all the unfavorable thought patterns with you. It is a common. I agree with me. I also will think negative sometimes. It does happen because we are all human beings. But can we change? We have to change. So what happens is, even the diseases you want to talk about, the more you talk about the diseases, what will happen? You are attracting that disease. I know one particular person who has been, who was in a particular company, wherein they talk about immune boosters, they talk about immune modulators, and they talk about immune system assistance. It's a supportive supplement. Can you believe 15 years after talking about the same product to the whole world, that it can prevent cancer, it can prevent cancer, it can prevent cancer, but at the end of the day, that particular person died of cancer. So what happened? Why did the person has to die of cancer? Now we can look a little more broader perspective. That was his fate, that was his destiny, all fine, I agree with it, no problem. But what was happening was, I understand that the more you talk about cancer, you know, oh, this can do this for cancer, this one do with this for cancer, this one can this. So what happened? The cancer will be seeing, hello, what are you talking? You're talking about me, right? You're talking about me? Okay, fine, no problem. You can protect, no problem. I will wait for your system to go down and then I will come inside. Simple, right? This is how when you talk about cancer or any diseases, they will be just watching. You go on talking about that particular disease, the disease will be there. I am keeping quiet in this universe. I am living my life without any problem, and I run my life. I live in my home. I live with my family. I'm happy. But why are you calling me every time and telling me that I'm a bad person? Why are you telling me? Just because you get cancer and you're suffering, it doesn't mean that I am doing it. That's the way I am created, is like that. If I am a cancer cell, I will go and do all the things which actually damages. That's what I do. So now what will happen is, you need to understand why is the situation, is because 90% of the human beings, we live a conditioned lifestyle, and our system, especially our belief system, is all in a wrong way we are doing. So we need to change what is the reality. Now you don't want a disease, don't talk about the disease. Look at how you can be healthy. So today, with corona going around everywhere, things are going around. What you need to talk? You need to talk how to be healthy. You need to talk how to boost your immune system. You need to talk what are the food you need to be healthy. All this is how you need to discuss. So what happens when you discuss right things in the right manner, in the right frame of mind? You will attract those good qualities of whatever you want, and then automatically what will happen? You will become more healthier, and you will become more to live on this planet. Everything starts falling in place. So for that, who is the reason? You are the reason. So you need to work on that. Now, when you're talking about the immune system, there are two things which the body, number one, marker of the cell. In the immune system, there is something called marker of the cell. Now every cell carries a distinctive molecule that distinguish the cell. Like for example, if you're going on the road, can you not distinguish between a Mercedes and a BMW? You can, because they have their own monogram, they have their own style, the body of that. The moment you see, you know it's a Mercedes. The moment you see, you know it's a BMW. The same way, when you as a human being can manufacture an inanimate object, with all distinctive signature, of its own, you think the god or the creator doesn't have the way to create you? He created every cell to be very, very distinctive. So that means, for example, if one cell goes to another department, like for example, in your cardiac goes to your liver cells, they know it is a liver cell. They know they are not supposed to fight, because they are all living in one human body. But the cell function is different. Cardiac cell function is different, liver cell function is different, brain cell function is different, your kidney cell function is different, your skin cell function is different, all are different. But nobody will go and interfere in another person's problem. Now what will happen if, for example, your liver, what it will do, there are a lot of poison which is inside your liver, it has come inside. So the liver, what it will do, it will try to bring it out and throw it out. Now the way it throws it out, one of the ways is through the skin. Okay. Now if your liver is not healthy, what will happen? Automatically the toxins are all being thrown out, it comes to your skin. The moment you gets into your skin, the skin start, either it can peel off, some redness can be there, some allergic reactions can be there. What you think? Oh, I've got a skin disease. So what you do, you will go and apply a cream or take some tablets. Immediately you will feel better. But in a long run, Who is at a problem? The toxin accumulation is a problem, number one. Number two, the second, your liver needs a proper nutrition for it to throw away all the unwanted toxic elements outside. So now coming back to the cell, every cell, they know what to do. Now, immune system or the immune cell coexist peacefully with our body cells in a state of self tolerance. Please see the word self tolerance. Means they tolerate each other and they live together. Imagine if your own body cell starts, fighting with each other. What will happen? Liver will fight against the heart will fight against the kidney will fight against the your intestines. Now what will happen? There won't be peace in you. Now imagine from external, the aliens will be seeing and see and telling, hello boss, RIP, rip, rest in peace, may you all have peace. They will start blessing us. But the beauty is our body has so beautiful mechanism. We all the cells coexist in the same way. If you and I as a human being, if we cannot coexist on this planet earth, how do you expect peace to come inside? So we should start the peace right within ourselves first, then create a peaceful atmosphere around you, create a peaceful atmosphere around your society, around your friend circle, and the whole nation. We all can live in peace only when we start to live in peace within ourselves. So, marker of the self. So, we all should do that. Next is marker of the non self. That means this is something, the foreign bodies. Okay. Now, foreign molecules too carry distinctive markers like the viruses, the bacteria. They have their own way of expressing themselves. They will be coming inside the body. Now, any substance that triggers the immune response is known as an antigen. Now, what example? For example, some people will be allergic to eating brinjal, mushrooms. The moment you eat, your lips will be swollen and the whole body will start itching. Now, what is happening? Your body immediately it feels this is something foreign body coming inside our body. And what I need to do, I need to do something because it's a foreigner who is coming inside my body. So I need to go and stop. So there is an antigen response. The moment antigen response is thrown out into your bloodstream, you will start getting the allergic rashes, you will start feeling itchy. So that is an indication your body is telling you stop eating that particular food. But can you believe in human beings? We will go eat the same food because it's very tasty. We will do the same thing repeatedly and then come to the clinic and take the antihistamine. And some people will be so intelligent, they'll be keeping in the purse only all the antihistamine tablets and all steroid tablets they'll be keeping. They will eat this side, they'll take this tablet instead. And of course, they will say, doctor, I'm having this problem for 10 years, 20 years. Proudly, they will be telling. But my question is when your body is telling you do not eat that, why are you pushing it into your body? Just because your body doesn't make it, you realize by giving a total reaction, one cardiac arrest, your heart stops beating, that's it. That time you are not even here to even know that you are not here. But that's a very dangerous situation. How many of you like would have experienced sudden gasping for air when you go in a dusty atmosphere, especially people who are asthmatic? The whole system will just go into a spasm and you cannot breathe. You will be coming in a panting situation where the doctors have to put on IV injection and then release you from that particular spasm of your respiratory system. Now, why? Your body is not stupid to even block that. The body is thinking, hello, this fellow is inhaling all this. I need to block it. That's it. Your body is responding. So you need to understand that. And as long as your body can recognize the foreigner who is coming inside and it can, catch that fellow and throw him out, you have no problem. It's very simple. But what if the external force is more powerful, like corona? It's more powerful now, and your system is not ready to even handle that situation. What will happen? Corona takes over. It says, I am the boss, so now I invaded your body. It will actually put one stamp onto your body and say, this is my country, and it will name it as Corona body. That is why can you see in a situation where today even the dead bodies, they don't give it to your hand, they wrap it up and go and they dump it like as though it is not at all existing, and especially it should not get connected to our human beings. This is how we are all treating that. But corona says, I have no problem. As long as you all don't take care of yourself, as long as you don't follow the proper rules and regulation, I'll be existing here. So now we as human beings, we need to change. Let's start working. Take responsibility. Very simple. Take responsibility. Keep your immune system. The marker of the cells needs to be very, very strong. And the marker of the cells should understand this is corona and it should block it. That's it. Very simple. For that, what do you need to do? We need to go on with the next slide. So what are the organs which are very, very important in our immune system? Just simple. When you're a child, the tonsils and adenoids, but what happens when you get repeated tonsillitis? I, as a ENT surgeon, I have done so many tonsillectomies and adenoids. But today I feel, why did I remove that? But of course, at that time, when you're looking at, the tonsil, it's so huge, no choice, la, we just go remove it. But today, what I would say is, instead of removing the tonsil, what I would do is I will boost the immune system, make the child a little better by giving all the nutritious food, and boosting the immune system, so that tonsils are definitely a good supportive system for our immune system. But there is one situation wherein after you become an adult, after 12 years of age, this tonsil and the adenoids doesn't have any function. So what will happen if the adenoids are not function? For ENT surgeons, is very good for us. We can earn some money out of it, because we just do the finish of the operation, and then of course you are thrown out. But that system, only when it is infected, we have to do the tonsillectomy or adenoidectomy. Now, coming back to the different system, you have tonsils, you have thymus, you have lymph nodes, you have spleen, you have appendix, lymphatic system, and bone marrow. If you count all these, can you believe there are 7 organ system in our body? Can you believe this? Initially, I was telling you there are 7 protective layers. If I talk about that 7 layers inside your body, that starts with your cells, immune cells, immunoglobulins, all these I'll be talking. But here I'm just talking about the organs. There are 7 organs which, now how many of you know we all have something called white blood cells? Now these guys are the chief operating officer, chief operating COO. They are the COO of our body, immune system. No, these guys are very, very happy. They'll be comfortably moving around. They will have their all revolvers, the AK-47, all the system they will have, and they'll just moving around. But the moment they see some foreign body or a bacteria coming in, then they will take out their gun and they will call everybody. They will call all the white cells and say, "Hey, this guy has come inside our body. We need to attack him." So that is how white blood cells will start attacking, and then your body will start producing more white cells. Now, you need to understand that what is a normal WBC count in our body. Normal is around 4,000 to 11,000. Now, anything more is a sign of infection. For example, if many times you would have seen doctors, the moment you go there, you say, I have a burning sensation of urine. What the doctor will say, okay, come, give me your urine, and they will check. So what they will see, the moment they check, WBC is very high, especially in your urine, 1 to 2 is still accepted. But anything more than 3 to 5 or more than that, that means you have a urinary infection. And some people even pass pus in the urine, white color. Now, what is this pus actually is nothing but the dead white cells. It's nothing but the dead white cell. Can you believe, have you ever thought of what, the moment you see the pus, have you ever praised those white cells for sacrificing their life for protecting your body from the organism? Anytime have you ever thought of it? See, this guy white cell, he sacrificed his life, and then may his soul rest in peace. Have you ever thought of it and talk about it? No. Why? Because we think that one white cell is what it's okay. This is the attitude of human being. But let me tell you, every cell in your body, if they can do their job properly, you are protected. So what you need to be, whether it is 1 or whether it is 100, it doesn't matter. Imagine you are having 99 ringgits in your hand, but you need to pay 100 ringgits, and then only whatever your exchange of buying a product will happen. You don't have the 1 ringgit, but suddenly someone comes and gives just that 1 ringgit. You have 99 ringgits. 1 ringgit, what happens? It completes into 100 ringgits, and you're able to buy the product. In the same way, even if it is 1 cell, please appreciate it. Now, if at all you want to appreciate cells in our body, we have 50 trillion cells in our body. Can you imagine, from morning until night you go on thanking every cell? Also, the time is not sufficient. But let's not go into the real practicality of doing that. But your white cells are the one which actually protects you, fights against the organisms, and then helps you to be on the safer side. Okay, so for that, what we need to do, we need to keep our system totally in equipped with whether the air strike or land strike or the sea strike. We have to keep everything ready and we need to move forward. So, by doing that, what will happen is we need to understand that we can prevent the disease coming from inside. Now, your body is an intelligent, it can do everything on its own. You don't need to do anything. It knows how to protect itself, provided you don't do destabilize with your habits and your lifestyle. This is very important. Huh? Today we are all talking about lifestyle diseases. It's very easy, I say it's a lifestyle disease. Yeah, so how are you going to change your lifestyle? How are you going to change your habit? You cannot change your habit. Why? Because you have conditioned yourself. Without this I cannot live. This is what I've seen a lot of people talking about, when I say, hey, be a vegetarian for some time, for 1 week or 15 days. Hey, no doctor, I've been eating non-vegetarian for a very long time, I cannot live. My question is, why? It's become a habit, right? Why you cannot change? You should be in a position to leave the non-vegetarian, eat vegetarian, or really you eat vegetarian and you can eat non-vegetarian. You should be able to balance it, what exactly you need. But at the end of the day, our body is totally manufactured to be consumed with all the vegetables and fruits. Why? Because vegetable fruits have a life force within it, has a life force within it. But when you're eating a dead animal, there is no life force. You have already killed it. There is no life force in it, and you're eating that. So what happens? You need to understand. I'm not here to promote vegetarian, non-vegetarian. That's none of my business. What I'm telling is, if you can eat a lot of vegetables and fruits, you will be healthy. But at the same time, some people will crazily ask me, yes doctor, I am a vegetarian for so long, but still I get cancer, what should I do? I say that, how can I explain you? Your body has 50 trillion cells, right? You go talk to your cell and ask the cell, why is that cancer situation came in. Maybe your immune system is not good. Even for your immune system to be good, what are the vitamins you're taking? So it is a holistic approach. It is a collective phenomena. It is not just one reason. And in no way it is written that just because you're a vegetarian doesn't mean that you should not get any diseases, or if you're a vegetarian you're prone for disease. No, I don't say that. But we need to have a balance of everything so that at the end of the day we should be able to face it. So taking care of thyself is a first step towards building an optimized immune system. Now, if you want your immune system to be optimized, what you need to do, have a good open mind concept. Blending with the universe is very important. You should know, understand how the universe works. Forget the universe. You should know how your own universe works. How many of you know how your intestine works, how your kidney works, how your heart works? You will say only when you go to an MBBS you will be able to read all that. Not necessary. When you have free time, just read a little bit about how your body is functioning. Change your belief system to truth and reality part. It's very important. Many times we have a very wrong belief system and a very wrong conditioning system, and we are not able to come out of it. But you as a human being, you can change. You can change. But there are some situations, like in nature it will be like that only. For example, if you go and tell a lion to eat grass or be a vegetarian, the lion will say, sorry, I'm a non-vegetarian, I am going to eat non-vegetarian. It cannot change. But the same lion, if from the baby it is given only vegetarian food, the lion will adapt to become a vegetarian, nothing else. It's a very simple. And there was one master by name Yukteswar in India. He was rearing a lion, and the lion was a vegetarian lion. He was rearing it. Now, how is that? That's the way they trained it. So in the same way, you as a human being, you can train your mind to change, so that if it is beneficial for you, convert it. If the belief system is not beneficial for you, why are you sticking to it? Change the belief system, make it into a much more positive way, and move forward. Now, working on yourself, such of those who are all here and you say, hey doc, I'm going to change. You think you'll change in just 1 day, 2 day, 3 day? No way. You have to work for yourself for 2 to 3 years, becoming positive, becoming more adaptable to the situation, thinking positive, being with positive people. All this will happen. It will take 2 to 3 years. Now, once you can do this, let me assure you, your journey will become very beautiful, very smooth. So we all live only once, right? I think we all will only live, because we live only once, but we'll get 1,000 rest in peace messages from the whole world saying, may you rest in peace, rest in peace. But I say, let's all live in peace along with our human beings, cohabitate with them with the fullest potential, help each other, and we start moving forward. Now, what do you need to do? Look into your food habits. Drinking water. Now, this is where terahertz plays a very, very important role. Why? Terahertz has got water. The resonated water from a terahertz machine gives a lot of benefits. Now, when I am saying this, I have to repeat it and say that each body, the way it responds will be different. All right. Now, in the same way, anything in moderation will help you to boost your system and then move forward. But for that, your body, you need to give it a try. If you need to give it a try, if you have multiple diseases with you, do not drink this steroids water one shot, or when you start it, your body will start reacting to it. So you should be a little more double careful when you're starting. But if the same body, you do have multiple problem, but you can add on a little bit, maybe 50 ml, 100 ml, 200 ml slowly into your system. And you should speak to your system. You should tell your body, hey, look, I'm going to drink terahertz water from today, but I'm going to drink little. You better see how you can adapt to yourself and utilize the best opportunity of using this water to all whatever your function you are going to use it. Please use it to the right level, and then keep me healthy. So the moment you talk to your own system, your system will think, yeah, this guy was drinking all the carbonated drink all the while, and now he started drinking terahertz water, so let me also adapt to it. Now, if you go to a system where like a McDonald's or your what is that McDonald's or KFC. Now, these two places are very commonly, they will give you free one big glass of Coca-Cola or Pepsi. Very beautiful, almost 300 ml of Pepsi and Coca-Cola. They will give you very free. Why they cannot give you a clean drinking water for you when you're sitting there for your order to come to you? Why they cannot do that? They are giving you a poison to you. Drinking that carbonated drink is not good for your health, but they're giving you in a big glass. But water is such a very simple, beautiful mechanism and beautiful thing. Everybody can. If you go to India, any house you visit to a place in India, the first thing, the moment a guest comes to the house, the first thing they will serve will be the water. Why? Water is nature's most beautiful, adaptable situation where it can blend everywhere. Water can blend everywhere. So now coming back to the Terrage drinking water, you need to understand it has its own high quality in it. Now, if it is a high quality in it, so we also need to understand that the same high quality to come into our body. How high quality are you maintaining your body? If you're maintaining your body as a high quality, you wouldn't have much problem at all. Like I didn't face any much problem by drinking Terrage water. How is that? I feel I am maintaining my body as a high class body with everything perfectly coming. But of course, I do face situations, but I will handle it, no problem. So, but my humble request to every one of you, whatever you are doing, it's a blessing for you. Something has come to you. Look into positive. Do not look into complaint mode. As I told you, do not look into the defective finding mode. You want to find defect, you can find defect in everything. Imagine if your own immune system wants to find defect in you, it will go on complaining every day, and it will say, I'm not going to work today and I'll go on resting today, finish. If your immune system is resting, what happened? The bacteria, fungus, the black, now the black fungus is, these guys are very happy, they are already coming inside. So you need to understand, please, whatever comes to your life, let's take it in a very, very bless it. If you're drinking the terahertz water, please bless the water, say I love you to the water, and say thank you whoever came and gave you the water. If you have already purchased the instrument, say thanks to the company, say thanks to the water who is supplying you the water. Of course, if you look at the government is also supplying you the water, but of course it's a dirty water, but you have already bought a beautiful filter for you to filtrate it. So we need to thank the filtration system guys, we need to thank the government for supplying us free water. All these are all beautiful system we need to. Now, other than drinking water, you need to have optimized nutrition. That means look for the right vegetables and fruits combination for you to eat. Appropriate gut health, very, very important. You need to. Now, if you see in the market, there's a lot of yogurt being sold. 10-20 years ago, there was no yogurt. When I used to go and look for yogurt, there was no yogurt in the market. No, nowhere else. When I ask yogurt means, they look at me high and low, they'll say, what is that yogurt? But today yogurt has become a common name and everybody. So please prepare the yogurt at home and then start taking yogurt. The reason is yogurt is a good bacteria producing system, because yogurt has got all the good qualities, and yogurt has got nothing less than 20 to 21 vitamins and minerals, which is very important for your brain. And one of the important is the DHEA, which is there in the your yogurt. So if you can prepare yogurt, fantastic. You need to prepare it freshly. Maybe you can keep it for 2 to 3 days in your refrigerator and eat it. It's still okay, because you're not using any preservatives. But if you're buying the yogurt from outside, let me tell you, they you see the expiry date, definitely it will be for 1 year to 2 years, definitely. Now if you want to preserve a yogurt for 2 years, what is the preservative they have to use? They have to use a preservative. That's a business. Now, once in a while, you want to buy the yogurt and use it, it's still okay. I have no issues. But you want to stay healthy, you better prepare the yogurt at home. It's a very simple. What you need to do is you need to boil the milk, and you cool down the milk on one side. Go to any Indian restaurant or Indian shop, ask for yogurt, tairu, they will call it. 2 ringgits you pay, they will give 1 cup. Bring it home. Take one small half a teaspoon to 1 teaspoon in the cold milk which you boiled and cool down milk overnight. Means you should do prepare it at night time. Just mix it, this half a teaspoon or 1 teaspoon of yogurt into that milk, cover it up and leave it. Next day morning, you see, it will be like a cake. Beautiful. Now it can be powder milk or it can be cow's milk, up to you what you want to. I For me, what I do is I mix up cow's milk with a little bit of buffalo's milk, boil it, cool it, and it will be like a cake and very healthy. So we practice drinking curds every day. This is my practice. So you also need to understand, keep your gut health healthy is by taking all the appropriate food, and yogurt is one of the top line. Okay. Now other than that, regular detoxing means you need to fast. This is the simplest way you can do. Fasting is one of the simplest way. Green tea is one of the ways of detoxing, and drinking vegetables, celeries and soups is one of the ways of detoxing. But at the end of the day, you need to celebrate, have a celebration for your own self, with the body, with the mind, and with your soul. So that means you need to go out on a stroll. But now, of course, like COVID, do not go out. But these are all plan you should have. Maybe you just go to a seaside and go for a, or go on a walk on a grass. Make yourself, celebrate yourself that you're alive on this planet Earth, and make your life more healthier. Now, saying so, what do we do next? You should drink water for what? You should drink water for a good hydration, for proper metabolic function of cells, transport of adequate, all this. You should drink water for keeping your body alive, right? But if such of those were all drinking water for a disease, I'm sorry, disease is a process. You should first understand how the disease came in, right? So you go reverse the disease first. By drinking water, you want to reverse the disease. Sorry, it doesn't work, because water did not create your disease. Very simple. Let me tell you, because even yesterday there was one person calling up and talking to me, doctor, he has a kidney failure. By drinking Terrard's water, what will happen? I said, drinking Terrard's, nothing will happen. Because if you're drinking water with that intention that you want your kidney disease has to be cured, I'm sorry, it doesn't work that way. Think of holistic approach. See, all the first, you think this whole body with 50 trillion cells, it needs water, right? First drink water to supply water for all the 50 trillion cells, then we'll think of the disease. If by chance, what will happen when you're drinking the water, ideal drinking water, all these are all definitely all these qualities are all there. I don't want to go into the details of this, but let me tell you, the resonated water Terrage is available today. It is available. If you had asked me, Terra's resonated water maybe around 3 years ago, I didn't know about it. It was not there in the market. But here in Malaysia, it was not there. But Terra's resonated water was available in the other countries, but it was not fully familiar. Not many people were familiar with it. But at the end of the day, what we need to do, if it is easily approachable for you to pick it up, you pick it up. Then what you need to do, when you're using this resonated water, there are a lot of good benefits you're going to get. What are the easiest thing is, it's a very simple, with one 3.5 liters of jug and the unit, what you see in the picture here, 3 minutes your resonate water is resonated. Very simple. You can do other work, switch it on, your water gets resonated. After that, you drink the water. Very simple. But what you need to understand is, when you have to drink the water, you need to definitely look for beneficial, which definitely has a lot of to do with your healthy cells. So you need to work on that particular area for absorption of your nutrients, better control of diseases. Yes, here let me retell you, for better control of diseases, you need to drink water. Especially terahertz water can give you a lot of good benefits, so go for it. But if you just want to drink terahertz water and cure your kidney disease, cure your heart disease, cure your uric acid problem, cure your arthritis problem, sorry, it doesn't work that way. It will never do that yet. If that is going to be the case, I think we all will close down all the hospital, open up one big terahertz water storage devices, so that everybody just come collect the water, go and drink it. So we won't have any diseases. It won't be like that. So please, what you need to do is you need to work. If by drinking you get the benefit for a disease you created by your own ignorance and innocence. Many times you're so innocent, you don't even know how the disease comes in. Sometimes we are ignorant, we know it is wrong, but we still do it. But I would say, cheers, celebrate it. If your disease is getting better, celebrate it. Say thanks to your body. Who did the job? Who did the, I would say, the healing part of it? It's your body, right? Did you go and do it? Your job was only drinking the water. But your cells start working, your immune cells start getting better, your gut system start becoming better. So what happened? Your own body will know what to do. So shouldn't you not appreciate your body for that? So you need to say cheers and celebrate if the disease is getting controlled. But the moment disease is not getting under control, what we start doing is we'll start looking at the terahertz water, we'll start looking at the person who recommended the terahertz water, and we'll say, hey, because of this fellow, my problem like this, like this. Sorry, it doesn't work that way. If you think that is the way you want to complain, let me tell you what you need to do. Go do all the groundwork. Will this water be good enough for your own body? That you have to go and do the research, whether this body can accept it or not, whether my cells can accept it. That you have to do. Nobody else will come and test for you on your behalf. You have to work for it. So what you need to do, stop complaining what the nature gave you free. Don't complain. Now, properties, I won't go into the details. There are on 12 properties, all fantastic properties of a resonated water. Let me go on to stop complaining from today about anything under the sun. Start complimenting. The more you compliment, the more benefits you will start getting. So what you need to do, tell yourself, hey, you did a great job. Your kidneys, you would speak to your kidneys and say, you did a good job. I drank water and you automatically cleared all the urine outside. So say thanks to your kidneys. Then what food you eat, for example, if you're eating an apple, then what happens? It goes into the stomach, gets absorbed, and tomorrow morning it becomes your poop. It is totally a different mechanism. But what you ate was an apple. But what your body did, sir, you ate apple, I understand that, but what I have to do, I have to take all the vitamin nutrients from the apple, I took it. Then there is some waste product of it and I'm throwing it out. So you need to say thanks to even to the excretory system, be it your bowel habits, be it your urine system, be it your skin, sweating out, breathing, your breathing out. Everything has its own wonderful mechanism. So please complement every situation in your body so that you get complemented by your own immune system, your own body cells will complement you. Then automatically what happens? Everybody are together. All your cells, when it is together in one beautiful piece, what will happen? You think the foreign bodies like corona or bacteria can come inside you? No way. They will know this guy is very strong, I cannot come inside. So this is how you need to build a very, very strong immune system. So you should give it a try. Why not? Give it a try. But start with, especially people, I would say everybody start with the 250 ml to 500 ml initially. But if you've already been restricted by the doctors telling, hey, you can drink only 500 ml because of your heart problem, lung problem, kidney problem. The doctor will say 500 ml, that's it. Okay, good enough. What you need to understand is, in the 500 ml of normal water, you can add 100 ml initially. That means 400 ml of normal water, 100 ml of terahertz water. Fantastic, no problem. Then increase it to 200 ml, then 300 ml, then 400 ml, then 500 ml. Once you are into the 500 ml of drinking the terahertz water slowly over a period of 1 month, it's not overnight, it's 1 month you have to take to make your body understand that you are drinking the terahertz water, which has much more energy, which has much more benefits, which has much more
Doctor, cannot hear you. There is something wrong to the sound system.
If you face problem, automatically what will happen, you will think because of the water only you're having problem. No, you better be under a guidance of a doctor so that it's more easier for you. We will know how to handle you slowly and steadily, make you much more optimized in your health. So this is what we need to do. So everyone should try drinking water. So what is the take home message is very simple: balance. If he can balance, see this beautiful soul, he is walking on the rope, but he is balancing it. But if he goes on the right side, he will fall. If he goes on the left side, he will fall once again. So he needs to balance. So in the same way, our life journey is also is a balance. You need to know how much water to drink, what is the food you need to eat. Everything has to be under a balance, and start walking with a balanced lifestyle, be it drinking water, be it your food habits, be it your thinking also. Everything is in a balance. So once you are in a balance, life it becomes a beautiful balance. So start working from today with the self. This is what is my humble request to every one of you. Start with you. Build a very strong immune system. For that, what the first what you need to do, your mindset. You need to change your mindset. Stop giving energy to what you don't want in your life. Stop talking about the diseases and live a life without, I made a mistake here, without fear and conditioning. Fear is one thing which everybody has it as an innate ability. But if you see a child, no, the child will directly go and put the finger on a fire because it doesn't know that the fire will burn the finger, because it doesn't have a fear. But the moment the child is being told, hey, you touch the fire, your fingers will burn, automatically the fear factor is there. But it is good fear factor. That means next time you will be a little careful. But if you have fear factor for everything under the sun, fear of diseases, fear of lockdown, fear of no income, fear of losing the job, fear of no money, all this fear if is there, how are you going to live on planet Earth? We will not be able to. So please change the way you are looking at life. It's so beautiful that we all need to have fear. When fear is for a particular positive response, you need to have fear. But today we have fear 90%. For all the unfavorable one, we will have fear. See, today you're sitting at home, and if you're talking about corona disease coming inside, how the corona will come? It won't come just like that. It has better business. It will go to the people who are all unnecessarily discussing and moving, loitering around. They don't wear a face mask, and they don't wash their hands properly. They don't take care of themselves properly. Yes, corona is observing. But if you are a self-conscious individual, you know what to do. When you go out, follow all the rules what the government has put. Do not take it for granted. See, the government, if you and I think for a second, how many of you are ready to go sit in the prime minister's chair for one day and see how difficult it is to handle? One person will be talking about health system, another person industrialist will come, the business is not there. The same prime minister has to handle all the departments. It is so difficult. It's not easy. And you and I will be sitting here and talking, this fellow is not doing, that fellow that. We are only complaining, right? Now let's not discuss about what we need to do. How can I be a responsible individual citizen? You follow all the rules what the government has put. If you have to wear a mask, please wear a mask. If you have to go outside restricted, please be careful when you're going out. Follow all the rules and be a responsible citizen. And just like your immune system, how they're responsible they are. One foreign body comes, they'll all go and attack. In the same way, let's all be a responsible, beautiful citizen, and we all need to work on ourselves. See, the baby smile is so beautiful here. And I'm going to continue the same immune system part 2 the next week, because there is a lot of things I want to discuss about on the immune system. So next week when I'm coming, it will be a little more beautiful, jolly, going into a much more a deeper aspect of our immune system, so that you all will be able to run your life with a robust immune system, with a total positive lifestyle. And we all should live very happily, peacefully, and in harmony with every one of us. We all should live in harmony, just like our body, all the cells are living in harmony. Same way, you and I, we all should live in harmony. And we're saying so, I wish to take leave, and thank you very much, every one of you. With my folded fingers, thank you so much, because you gave me an opportunity for this 25 weeks, and I wish I can extend this until, next 50 will be my next target. Until then, you all, with all your support, I will definitely be able to move forward. And thank you for giving me an opportunity. Angie, please take over. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Prabhu. So you have time to take some question, or have to
No,
go
already
already?
two people have called me, and
Oh, okay,
I'm
okay.
supposed to answer.
No problem.
So thank you very much. Anyway, I'll get back. Maybe next week I will spend some time. This time unexpectedly the patient came in, so they are waiting outside.
Okay.
So
Thank you
thank
very
you very
much,
much.
Dr.
Thank you
Prabhu.
very much. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
have a
Thank you very
nice
much.
day.
Thank you.
Yeah.